going to make anything better. And each of you, if you're waiting and you're procrastinating in that alignment, it's not serving you. It's why you can't sleep. It's why you feel unsatisfied. It's why you want to take drugs. It's why you're checking out and you'd rather be entertained than actually in alignment. And this is what we have to find balance with. So I'm going to take a pause because holy shit, I'm on fire. Any comments or questions coming in?
No, not yet.
Okay. So one of the cards that I'm going to read you is Divine Destiny. Let's see if you can see that. And a lot of synchronicity on this one. She has a Native American looking headdress. She has angel wings, and she's an Egyptian warrior, and she has a falcon on her arm. And I recently was talking to my daughter on a walk, and I was telling her how I really believe there was a time where I had like a pet bird of prey that would be on my left arm. And when I saw that card, I was like, what? Like the synchronicity of that, just the visual of something I just was energetically feeling and sharing with my daughter on a nature walk was kind of interesting. And that's how synchronicity works right there. So I'm going to read this card to you all, and then I will balance it with a Kuan Yin card. And I feel the two have very important aligned messages. So this one is spiritual work of the higher initiate. Divine destiny is the path of the divine warrior. The divine warrior guides you to your divine destiny. The divine warrior energy exists within men and women as the inner propulsion to continue with a worthy path even during times of difficulty. When faced with a challenge, a true warrior will summon more of him or herself to the cause. It might be more wisdom, focus, intelligence, or a surrender into the divine. The warrior within has great inner resourcefulness and determination. This part of you will lead you to spiritual success. And so if you really think about it, when you're fighting for some cause, it's not, you don't want to get to that place where you're like, oh, what's the point? And trust me, my soul's been there a few times where I'm like, is it even worth it? Like, do they even care? Does anyone even want alignment? I have had my days like that. But when I go and meditate and I do honestly give myself the human moment I need to feel those emotions, process them, and then clear them, every time my soul says, get back on that fucking plate, Tanya, and you stand and hold that light shinier and brighter than ever, because that is what we're here to do. We're not here to tuck our tail and run anymore. We're not here to turn a blind eye like, oh, I don't see what they're doing, I'll just pretend I don't notice. It's not serving us, and we really need to start paying attention. So it says, this oracle of divine destiny is a call to your divine warrior. This part of you has great self-esteem and believes that what you desire is worth whatever effort, personal growth, application, focus, and attention are required to obtain it, provided it aligns with your divine destiny. This part of you acts in personal integrity, and if the goal will compromise integrity, then the goal is refined until it shines like a diamond in your heart. Then the divine warrior will bring it into being. And that is such an important part I was talking to Will about, because we're going to be going into corporations, corporate settings, and speaking just like I do on this show, very truthfully and powerfully. And that, in a nutshell, is a big part of corporate world, the misaligned corporate world that needs to shift is if we're acting, we're not in personal integrity, and we're doing things just to reach a goal, like an end, a means to an end, with no reverence for the integrity of the soul or the integrity of the project or whatever we're doing, in essence, we're shooting ourselves in the foot, and it will not serve the whole. So if our focus is just goal-oriented, and we're just trying to get to a destination, and you can think of this, all of you listening in your own lives, how many times have you just been focused on a destination so, powerfully, and then you get there, and you still are suffering, and you're still not satisfied, you're still not at ease. Because if you're losing your own personal integrity, think of Tom Cruise in the Last Samurai. He's doing the agenda. He's fulfilling the goal, killing people, killing Indians because he's been told to. But is he feeling fulfilled? No, he has lost every part of his own personal integrity to achieve a goal. Now he has no respect for the people who've told him to do this goal, to reach this goal, and he has no respect for himself. And so big picture, if you're a CEO, corporate leader, and you are ignoring the integrity of your own soul, and you're ignoring the integrity of, the planet, the environment that you're to go and connect with to do this corporate business, in essence, you're going to have your own self to face. And if you're hurting and harming life to get something, a means to an end, it's just like in the movie Avatar. You're trying to obtain unobtainium at the cost of the entire civilization of humans that live there, that you justify murdering them so you can get this precious unobtainium, whatever that represents. I love that he calls it unobtainium. That's so perfect. Basically, we're not going to be successful in our spiritual warrior path if that's what's happening. And so if you can kind of dig in and think about, if I'm suffering in some way, and it doesn't matter if you are a homeless person on the street or you're the CEO of a corporation, both those souls will suffer the same in their own personal way if they are not in the alignment of their own integrity. And so the ones that actually align with their integrity, even if they live a humble life or a very grand life, will have joy and success and fulfillment. Simple as that. Doesn't matter about being rich and famous or any of that stuff. That stuff means nothing to your soul. Your soul is about expansion, evolution, and alignment. The ego, the wounded child part of the ego self, is all about control. It's all about attachment, agenda. It needs to manipulate, it needs to get its share. It's not really focused on the wholeness and the love and the light for all. And that is what I feel we're here to clear. Like a big ass old computer program, boop, boop, deleted. We got to clear that shit, because that is exactly what is causing us to slow down in our evolution. It's causing us to become sick with disease. Most diseases could be cured so fast if every one of you that are suffering from those ailments started to honor yourself. Simple as that. Start honoring yourself. Love yourself. You're going to be amazed when your body finds ease, how quickly it will find alignment and it will return to health and wholeness. But keep on going in misaligned directions and keep saying that the money matters more. Keep saying you got to work harder so that you get that attention or whatever your wounded child's telling you. And you show me if that's helping you heal. Just show me. Like, I am open to see that this way works, because I'm not seeing that it works, but I'm open. If it could work, I'm open to seeing that. So I'm going to take a little pause. Is there anybody commenting?
No, everything is still quiet.
Are you guys all afraid?
Other than Pegasus is saying, transfiguring, oh, what a word, the persecution of witches with oil, tar, and feathering into actual birds of flight and human angels. Transfiguring the persecution of witches with oil, tar, and feathering into actual birds of flight and human angels.
I love that, like the symbol. Yeah. What did you think about that, Amnon? That's pretty cool symbolic transformation.
That's a very it's a tongue twister for me, and the truth. You want the truth? I don't understand it.
Okay. So here's what I'm getting with what Will said, is because I know that's Will. Sorry, shoot, I just called you out. I hope that wasn't a bad thing.
No, anyway, it's
fine. Here's what just was said there. Is what I'm getting is that basically, when you've gone through this journey of darkness, the souls that have been like angelic warriors of light through time, they have shown up time and time again as very powerful healers, powerful shamans, medicine women and men. And these humans, because misaligned humans that were in fear didn't understand them and didn't understand what they were doing, they killed them, they called them witches, they tar and feather them, they burn them, they do this whole thing. So what I'm hearing in that statement is that there's an evolutionary transformation that will happen from all that pain and all that abuse that was done to these souls, and they're literally taking on their angelic form. Like, they will be the winged ones that will come and bring balance to the planet. Does that make sense? Are you getting it, Amnon?
No.
It's okay. That's what I got. So I kind of see where.
I mean, I'm getting what you're explaining, but
okay,
I can't see it in the. Maybe Pegasus needs to explain.
Okay, Pegasus, explain deeper to Amnon if you would like what you're saying.
No. I don't want him just explaining to me.
Okay. Well, if you have a question, hey, go with it. Okay, so The next card, I'm going to just read a little bit of this one. I didn't read the whole one of that one, but it gives you the gist. The next one is the Yin Empress, and this one is the Kuan Yin deck, and it says the Yin Empress brings peace. The Yin Empress brings peace, prosperity, and success to her beloved devotees. Your soul purpose includes healing and the empowerment of the divine feminine, the Yin Empress herself. You gain power, assistance, and untold blessings in following your soul purpose. You are lifted and supported in your sacred work now. You are a spiritual leader and a pioneer of part of what you are here to do for the planet on a soul level. Whether you are a man or a woman, is to empower the divine feminine, the cosmic empress of yin, or divine feminine energy, so that we might live in more balance as a species on Earth. The divine feminine is only now making her resurgence on this planet, and many do not understand her. Your sacred task for which you will be richly supported, nourished, and rewarded is to help live her truths now. In doing so, you are planting seeds of awareness and experience for others to draw from when they too are ready to live into her sacred truths. And so when I look at this, I know that my soul is a spiritual pioneer, that I am a global shift leader. I know that. And my whole life, I have not fit in. I have often stood out, been ostracized, criticized, bullied, picked on, called crazy, you name it. And a big part of that I have not taken to personally. And at times when I was younger, I did. And I really, I love the film, like Man of Steel, like the story of Superman. And my soul relates to that because being like a soul from like another star system that comes to humanity to help humanity to actually heal and find balance. If you think of the symbol of Superman, he's constantly got humans that are competitive with him. Like you think of the newspaper reporter constantly trying to mess his image up and tell the world that he's, a criminal and he's dark. He's constantly under attack from others that are, challenged by his power. He's got the arch nemesis who wants to take him down because he's so in his wounded child of pain and he's so jealous of him. And I think of this, and Superman, to me, represents the Christ consciousness. Like, he, in essence, is when we embody our divinity, we become so powerful, we become so impenetrable that we will create great shifts. But the thing that's got to shift is that these souls that come in, like my own, that come here to help, they come here to empower, to teach through alignment, through their example. If you keep trying to kill them, which throughout history, if you look, humanity has, you have taken out Christ, you have taken out Gandhi, you have taken out John Lennon, you have taken out Martin Luther King Jr., you have taken out so many, JFK, John F. Kennedy, so many souls that have come and stepped up to the plate to actually make a difference and to actually lead a shift in consciousness. Abraham Lincoln, you name it, there's so many. And they get taken out because misaligned humans are terrified of what they're here teaching. And what they're teaching, if you look, it's the same message. It's been the same message throughout history. We're here to show each other equal treatment and honor and kindness. You are not cooler because you have a different skin color. You are not superior because you belong to a different club, religion, group. You are not more, empowered to take from people or to tell them what to do because you're in a military order. This is all things that have been shown throughout history that are not in alignment, and souls continuously show up and materialize to bring the message to humanity. But it's really time that I feel could be pretty freaking awesome if we start listening to that awareness and we start shifting. And one of the songs that came to me the other night, there's a couple songs. One was Heal the World, literally came into my consciousness when I was asking Source, a question of like, what are you calling me to do? And this song just started playing in my consciousness, which was Michael Jackson. I totally encourage you guys to watch that video later. I was crying. It's beautiful. Michael Jackson's soul was also a beautiful spiritual leader here to kind of stand out and be different, but also to show humanity how much love and light is available and creativity, even though he was ostracized and criticized, and I feel totally tarred and feathered in his own career and way. And if you watch that video, his soul shines through in that video so much. And the other song